Hello boys, my name is Koyoshi. Welcome back to, well, technically still sort of a blind playthrough, but the bonus episodes of Xenoblade Chronicles free for Switch with the Japanese voices enabled. In the last video we left off doing even more gem grinding. We finished Steel Cleaver the last time, and in the last session of videos also took out our first super boss. Yeah, I have to keep mentioning that because I was kind of surprised I would have to take out one of them early. I didn't expect to have to do that super soon, but... Anyways, I'll take a... the next one we need is Accurate Grace, and thankfully enough, Ula Metal Fist, we already got a bunch because we were doing the other setup. Legal Eggs and Porembus we've already shown on the video, so we don't need to do that. So that leaves us with two specific options. The Piercing Rhogul Quill, Centuris Vagues. There are actually many places to get the Rhoguls. I've defeated so many of them that I've actually farmed a lot of items. However, for the best material grind for this particular one, speaking of which, I forgot to do it off screen, so let's just do it now. We'll make another Crumble Crunch Bach Bar. Thankfully, all of these unique monster battles have given us a lot of Nopon coins. That's one good thing about them. And some of the higher level ones can actually start giving us golden Nopon coins, so given a couple of minutes we might be able to skip one of the coins, although I feel like using coins to skip something kind of defeats the purpose, but then again, there's not really a better use for them. I guess if I had not used my diamonds earlier, I could have just skipped Steel Cleaver and gotten that early, though if you ask me, I probably would have skipped the HP one first. Because, like, given if I play on hard mode, I'll definitely want to get Ironclad 10 early. That is a really useful setup. Anyway, this first one is actually quite interesting. We haven't actually taken out this unique monster yet, so we have to take it out anyways as part of the storyline, so that is what we're going to be doing. If anybody missed my initial setup thing, yes, I have changed my setup yet again. This time I added in a second attacker. Lance is now a Syrup. That should help battles not take forever, and also make it so that when we chain attack, we can finish it off sooner. Anyways, this is the best place to farm Rhoguls. You'll see plenty of normal ones you can KO. However, unique is, I think, around some other area. I think we might have actually taken it out before. The problem is, this thing is in a weird spot. It's so weird that if you kill it, it's possible that the drops will fall through the roof or something, and they'll actually be out of the reach, and it makes it a bit tedious. Though, if you ask me, you can probably just get the materials faster killing the Rhoguls. However, there is a little bit of a problem, though. We do want to still kill this thing. As soon as possible, so we are going to try and get the other stuff. And just so you know, this unique monster is not the one that we're looking for. If you go to the map, that's actually Thin Blood Feltar? And that's after. This one has a different name and something, whatever. Anyways, it's not like that matters. There are plenty of other Rhoguls to farm over here. However, for this video, we are going to be taking out this unique. And I think it's on, like, one of the sides of this thing. But it's really hard to find because, like, the big caddy itself could be really awkward to get. Because, like, the drops would randomly... Ops on this one can easily just fall through the floor. Alright. One thing I am going to do is pick up an ether panel. Once you start doing gem crafting, you start losing a lot more ether faster, so we'll go ahead and pick up this one while we're here. Other than that, though, we haven't had to pick up many lately. Of course, it doesn't really mention where the side is, so we'll do the next best thing and just literally look around the entire area until we find this thing. A side could mean anything. It could be on a different side, it could be a right side, we don't know. So I think maybe just going on the edge is probably the best thing we can do right now. Kind of annoying. I feel like some of these guides are a little bit off. I feel like if they showed us... I feel like if we did us right, we could probably just find them doing... Oh, here we go. Oh, here it is. So it was on the side. Now, there is still a problem of the drops can sometimes fall either here or through the side over there. But other than that, it actually seems like we can hit it from here. So let's do that. I did get a secondary break boots exclusively for Mio. So the flashback is not going to really work unless we very quickly use it before he turns around. Like if we have aggro, we can do other stuff. But yeah, anyways, I did get a second character. The big problem with this monster is it's generally going to fall down the side area before then kind of running away here. If you knock it too far, like pretty much every other flying monster in the game, it'll fly too far for you to get it, and then your drops will start falling down the sides of the ramp instead of where you actually need them to be. Anyways, here's a handful of the fast dodge being useful. Probably the main reason why we even use it half the time. Of course, this is probably the best way to get to the piercing Rhogul quills though, so of course we have to do this at some point. I am going to be using the Ultra and Detain strategy that I think I mentioned in a previous video. Basically, when I see the maps pop up and mentions that I'm done, I'm going to immediately change it and just try to quickly kill it. Because again, with these harder unique monsters, it's faster to just quick kill them. Because I am aggroed, this is bad, I'm losing a lot of aggro with this. So quickly just use all my cooldowns to try and get aggro back a bit more. One good thing about controlling the tank is you can also control where the monster goes. So for some of these battles, I should probably start using whoever has the tank controlling the tank who has aggro, just so that we can make sure they are in the right spot. Other than that, though, same deal as before. Noah's level 1, which means he's going to still die repeatedly. However, hopefully he gets some good safety for this battle. Rhoguls are, of course, probably just as annoying as ever. They have a really frustrating AoE to deal with, and given this is 90, he is no joke. He'll already getting low here. It's kind of hard to keep yourself up about that special class. Okay, we got all the materials we need, so let's try to lure it into the middle of this area. And freeze it here, and we'll just do a regular chain again. Alright, we'll just start with... It doesn't really matter what we do, in fact... Whoa, okay, so the daze was already there. We would get more damage if it was a lunge, but oh well. Don't really have that much healers, actually, in this setup. I did have to sacrifice one of the healers to make this setup work, but... Anyway, we'll try to burst a couple more times for extra safety, though we probably don't really need to do that. We'll just use slow anyway. Nothing much, I think I might want my stronger tanks for later. That's the one problem with having lesser healers is you have a much harder time trying to get the attack to extend properly. Get those set up I want. I'm just gonna move plants this time around. But honestly, that's fine. That guarantees we won't go over 100% with Uni at least, which is where you have a guaranteed setup for the next setup, but we are going to need to get Cena next time. I am going to be focusing on that Vault Order, by the way, since I do not have other character. One thing I am going to start doing more otherwise, though, is I might go for Meal on purpose on the last start, just to try and get Noah's or Storm's later. That's still like the Storm's form in chain attacks, too, so you want to try and get that to maximize your damage. But obviously, we need to do Elgin Maelstrom first, and that pops up, which it did, and thankfully, Uni did pop up again, so we will now be able to do the event that we want. We'll start with Lance first, though, for the boost. It was not really that much of a boost, though. That'll happen when your setup is not time. I'm going to finish the combo, I think, with the burst at some point to ensure that I get extra stuff done. Okay, we don't actually want to use the knockback, so I think Hammerhead is what we'll have to use. Because I think knockback can still apply occasionally. So if the healer came back, we would have guaranteedly got 2 extra attacks back. But we didn't get that. Now we finally got our healer back. There we go, that's a much better boost. Now our healer can set up a circle. Get guarantee that our other character comes back. Fortunately, Miyabi's art really isn't that useful in battle, but what can you do? We need her first grinding. We can't really remove her right now. As soon as this setup is over, we'll probably be using Fiona basically permanently for the rest of the game, because she is probably the most overpowered hero in this game. Alright, yeah, okay, we can burst with him, so I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. We'll use our healer so we don't go over 100%. Burst at the end, just for some extra material drops. And then we'll do this, which guarantees us a 100%. Guaranteed 200%. This should hopefully do a lot of his health. This is a big problem with not having as much damage. Also, it's level 90, so yeah, I figured it was going to survive, but we'll just throw another chain at it when we get that. Oh! Well, a good thing that failed then. I keep forgetting that it shows the materials for everything, including when the ultra pure gemstone appears. So, it turns out seems like we still need some more materials. I guess we could have technically gotten those as drops whenever we killed the monster, but we still have to do other stuff. Oh yeah, and it also randomly... Missed. Okay, now we got the piercing Rhogul first. We did not have the ability to get it before, but now we did get it. Okay. Got a chain off, so we're just gonna immediately use it. We'll do Noah first, because his is the best order out there. Like, being able to just bypass defense is a really massive boost, if you ask me. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna use Noah. Since we have so many defenders, we can actually afford to earn one early. So instead of using what I normally do, I'm gonna use Noah instead. He also has a higher percent, so that can help him get ton of tactic points, which is nice. We were able to get that on the first week, which is nice. Alright. Miyabi will work as the ultra character that isn't a DPS, so we'll pick her just to make sure we do not go over 100%. It's possible if we get 80 points or more on that, or if we would go over 100% and just risk doing other stuff. Not going to do the Neo thing, because again, that's completely pointless, and I'm going to do a tank anyway, which will again guarantee you that he comes back the second time. And now we want Cena ideally. Again, it's random who shows up, so you may have to do something else to get Cena though. Alright, here's the strat now. We're gonna use this. Does a lot of damage. We're gonna use our healer now. Try to put down a power circle. It's not nearby everyone though. Didn't actually get to as much percent as I wanted to. We'll have to use Giant Swain that has more hits on it. I found using something like that gives you more likelihood of getting the percent you want. Because of that, we couldn't get 200% there. Ideally, you get 200% there and get 3 characters back, but that will be a bit harder to get them back. Alright. She should not go over 100%, right? We'll just do that as close to this as possible. And then we'll use the second, third, fourth time, whatever. Again, doing the giant swing to try and get more hits in. There we go. Alright, we were able to get amazing with that. We wouldn't have gotten amazing if we had not used Miyabi there, so in that case we had to use her. She's not a true healer, so she can go over 100%, by the way. Alright, we're gonna use our tank first here. We'll actually just go for the first now. This will remove his enrage effect, which I think will also lower his defense slightly, so he should take more damage from this, basically. I'll try to break with him, so Garzo, yeah, figure it. Gonna resist. Alright, now we'll use this for another 200%. Well, I was able to get a clutch break off to increase the damage a bit. So yeah, well, harder monster. Only difference though, it just takes longer. We also could have used our Oracles farm, but again, I'm turning that off. Probably already know why. I think I mentioned in a previous video. AI is terrible using Oracles. They also often use it at the time. Come into the super bosses though, I'll probably do loops like I did before with other enemies, where I'll be like, I'll get my items, and then when taking the super bosses out, we'll just try to get into Oracles as soon as possible, and then get Oracles level 3 activated with everyone at the exact same time, and change our moves as necessary, and that should hopefully take out most of the boss's health. And if for some reason that fails, we can then chain after we're done as a backup. But hopefully we just get like the breaks that we need. Anyway, thankfully we were able to get the stuff done. There is a lot of problems with the boss though. If you tank him around here, the drops will sometimes fall to the side, which is why we took him either around here or here. As long as you do that, it's honestly perfectly fine. It's not really that much different. And then the only other thing we need is Centuris legs, which is actually back into Fintasy. I believe we've already taken out this thing before. It's a little bit deeper last I remember. Oh yeah, that's right, it's the other monster, because there's Buttlasher Ferret over here. And, Besiger Churrit, that's your name, over, there. We'll, of course, go to our campsite, just in case we have to teleport back, though we probably don't need it. It's a weak level 48 monster. We got about a few rank points on Noah also from that battle, so I'll help out a bit. Alright. Let's go over and fight this unique. It's probably going to have some keeps surrounding it, so we're going to have to kill them first. Or not, because they're apparently gone. Alright, let's go right into the battle. Not too hard to farm, but we do need the normal materials. Now you can see why we were kind of killing these before, so I was correct in the fact that you will need materials from these, so you can also farm them at the same time as you farm the Auxillas. Same also for the Gestreaks too, I think you need materials from those as well, but I have no idea if they're needed for rank 10 yet. Remember, this is still a fine playthrough. I don't really know what's required for all the gems, so I'm kind of just going in the flow and hoping for the best. By the way, I'm not sure if anybody went into the comment section, but I will admit I did miss a game in the Xenoblade series. Well, actually two that I haven't played yet. One, unfortunately, is on a completely separate console, which I have, but do not really have a good points up for, so that will not be coming anytime soon. The other is actually something that I should have done before, but I completely forgot about. It's basically the epilogue of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. It's pretty much exclusively only available there. It's not really that big of a deal. Also, this guy is tanky enough that we can at least get some materials from it, so I am not going to down level our whole party. The main reason I did it before is because, like, it just really saved a lot of time, otherwise it would have been a much stressful grind if we were doing the Crabble. Because the strongest Crabble is only level 21. It had, like, some of the worst drop, like, in the game. I swear, if they make a new patch, they need to add a super boss Crabble. Even if it's, like a bit tough. Add a super boss Crabble into the game. I dare you, Monolith. Because then you'd have a big challenge, but at least you'd be able to get the purple materials in a blink of an eye and not have to deal with that. But no, we have to deal with the level 21 monster. And of course it has to be the purple materials too, not the common materials, the purple Crabble materials. Honestly, so far that's been the hardest material to farm in the game. If you ask me, I think, just from, like, a gameplay perspective, it's probably easier to just do that super boss normally and get the materials off of it, which honestly isn't that hard since how it's the weakest super boss in the game. And, also, the fact that, it's that little bit crazy. By the way, the super bosses do apparently have a rank system. I'm only going to be killing each one once, though. I'm not going to be killing more than once. That just seems kind of repetitive. We could do it once we have a good strategy, since now we're 99, and pretty soon we'll have all classes back, so maybe I should do anything fun. Just you wait, though. There's lots of stuff that still needs to be done. Anyway, though, one thing I did mention is, yes, if anybody hasn't asked in the comment section, yes, I did miss a game that was supposed to be done as part of an epilogue of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Well, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, actually. It's actually like a Future Redeemed new one, but it's called Future Connected instead. It's basically the epilogue for Xenoblade, the original. Infinite Edition. It basically just comes with the Infinite Edition, so you don't actually have to do anything, which is kind of convenient. I'm gonna time this. Figures these dumb bots don't know a thing about dazing. I swear, sometimes I feel like the AI just purposely doesn't daze even though they can. Or they just all use their arts at the same time. Right, we still need some Centuris rigs, so we're gonna do one more battle. This should be the end of the video though, once we get this done. I think the reason why I'm trying to do this on camera rather than off camera is because I want to show you guys the alternate materials, because I feel like doing that will allow us to help out a lot. But honestly though, pretty fast gem altogether, because we kind of already got a lot of the materials we needed from some other materials. The Geshus in particular had 4 different drops that we needed for 4 different items, so that's definitely one you're going to want to get out of the way early. Annoyingly enough, though, they can only be found in the lower back of the Wildwood as far as I'm aware. I don't know why I wasted that daze. There we go, now we timed it right, but somebody else dazed first. So I went on this, so I initially started playing on a different character. I kind of do a bunch of different things now, but I think for my new strategy for getting these materials, I have no idea if I got that drop. I just kind of killed it and see it happen. Okay, we got enough materials from the legs, thank goodness. So that's done. We don't need to look at the Centuris anymore. Alright, so with that gem now completed, we can now get yet another diamond. This one, Accurate Grace. Cool. Now we need this one. We're gonna pin it so we don't forget about it. Ooh, this one's gonna be a bit more interesting. Rhoguls I've not done yet. That's actually one that I think I've hardly done at all. Hoxes, we've killed a bit at the beginning of the game. Arachnos, this one's actually kind of interesting. I will show a route to clear those, but you can actually do those with the Queen Arachnos at the same time, so that'll be a real fun route. I think I might have showed that off in my playthrough before, but I still want to do that. This one's really good, by the way. A 70% boost to your critical damage bonus on tasks, like especially on classes who can crit regularly. That will really save you some time in the long run, killing some later bosses. Other than that, obviously we're not going to look at that right away. As for that 4th one, that's a Geshus, which again, like I mentioned, we already farmed in Priusville, so we don't need to do that. And with that, that is the end of the episode, guys. Whoops. I don't actually want a quick save. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to be finishing the gem crafting in this video because I'm going to be ending this one right here. There. By the way, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be like, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.